Hi, my name is Bridie. I just want to invite you, if you have a moment, to pause and join your heart, your energy, your intention, your love, and all of the grace that we can bring together in a group field for deepest heart healing for the whole world. And I think all of us, if we really are able to take a moment and tune in, our hearts are breaking in a way that certainly in my lifetime, I've never witnessed anything like the chaos and the turbulence and the suffering that's happening in Eastern Europe right now. And as we hold space for healing for Ukraine and for the people who are in the midst of an extraordinary, shocking, and heart-wrenching war, let's also expand that heart intention out to everyone who is in need of healing, everyone who is in a place of suffering all over the world. So whether you are a cranial practitioner or an energy healer or some other form of healing practitioner, or anyone who has a heart, anyone who has compassion, anyone who has true sympathy, the energy of the heart, the energy of our healing intention is so powerful. It is so potent when we bring it together. So even if you're watching this as a recorded video, I just invite you to step into this moment as if we're here together, because there's an eternal moment, there's an eternal now, an eternal space that we can meet in, which is transcendent to this physical realm, this physical reality. And I'm going to invite you to meet me there. Like the verse of Rumi says, beyond all right doing and wrongdoing, there is a field. We meet there. So let's meet in that field of potential, the field of the heart, the field of divine love and grace. And let's offer session and offer a healing space right now. And join our hearts together, join our intentions together for the heart of the whole world right now. So this will just be a few minutes. I'm going to guide it. So if you're not a cranial practitioner or a healing or energy practitioner, don't worry. It's very simple. I'm going to guide this space. And this was an idea actually that was offered during my training, during my craniosacral training by my beautiful, amazing teacher and mentor, Wes Vaught, bless his heart, who was one of the greatest, I think one of the greatest practitioners and teachers that I've ever come across, and sadly left this world too soon. But during our training, he invited us one day to sit in circles. So let's just imagine, wherever you are, whenever you come to this video, let's just imagine that we're sitting in circle together, holding space together for group field. And as we come together, if you're a cranial practitioner or a healing practitioner, you might use your hands just to invite that field from the heart, from the center of the heart chakra. Invite that field, or if you're a cranial practitioner, imagine you're holding the earth in your hands in the same way that we hold the head, the same way that we hold the occiput, in the same way that we hold the whole of the central nervous system. And let's hold the heart, let's hold the entire central nervous system of the world and of all of our brothers and sisters around the world, especially those who are suffering, and also those of us who are trying to do our best to find the ways to meaningfully come together, or even in the privacy of our own prayerful intention, our own heart intention, to offer loving kindness, to offer love and healing grace and healing light to the heart of the world. So let's interiorize our attention a little bit right now. And I'm going to close my eyes occasionally, just to come inward. And bring the attention to the inner body. So in a way, we're really withdrawing all of the sensory perception that has been going out into the world all day, withdrawing our hearing, closing the eyes so that we can withdraw the visual input. releasing the senses of smell and taste and touch. And if you feel called to, you could place your awareness either at the heart center or at the center of the eyebrows, at the sixth chakra, spiritual eye, center of divine consciousness. And holding one or both of these centers in awareness, come into the midline, of your own body, your own being. And you could just feel into the spine, which is that central column where the central nervous system is held in the body, also where the energy centers of the body are situated. And just bring the awareness inward. And let's take a few breaths, feeling the weightedness of the body, feeling the lower body and the connection to the earth, the connection to your seat. And just sink in and come inward as we hold an increasingly resonant group field, an increasingly interiorized field with the deepest heart intention to offer a healing space, a heart space for the whole of this world, for all those who are suffering during this time of immense turbulence and just shocking, needless brutality. And with all of the fear and the sadness and the loss that goes with that. And in this holding field, let's open our hearts and hold a space for all who are impacted by this on both sides, on all sides of this unfolding nightmare that we hoped we would never have to live to witness ever again on earth in this way. Let's invite in everyone who is affected, because there are people truly on all sides of this whose hearts are breaking. And let's have enough love in our hearts for everybody who is deeply, deeply wishing to be part of creating peace right now. And for all those who are suffering, all those who have lost their lives completely needlessly in this barbaric moment on our planet. Let's come together and hold space from our own hearts, from our deep consciousness, from our deep love for all beings. If you are a cranial practitioner, you may start to feel the energy field of the world and of those that we are holding healing intention for. And if you start to feel the resonance of that in the palms of your hands or in your inner perception, I'm going to just ask you to hold space in the way that you would if you were holding session for one of your clients. Because this distance work is real, and we know this. We've been practicing this for over 10 years, and it is absolutely a real force for healing. So if you are a cranial practitioner, I'm going to ask you to allow your hands to follow the movement and the unwinding that the earth is offering you in the palms of your hands or in the perceptual field of your heart and your intuitive awareness. And if you are an energy healer, or you have another healing modality, or simply have the love to join us in this circle, I'm going to invite you to simply broadcast that loving, healing intention to the whole world right now. And let's take the next few breaths in silence and simply hold heart space and loving intention for healing grace for the whole world. Let's just continue this space for a few more breaths in silence. And let's invite this loving energy, this healing force for peace, this healing force to touch the hearts and the souls of all those who are terrified today, all of those who are grieving the loss of loved ones, the loss of their homes, the loss of their beautiful cities, the loss of loved ones that they will never see again. All of the memories of a lifetime gone in a split second of absolute ignorance. And let's invite the healing grace of existence to purify and transform the darkness in every heart, mind, body, and soul that is capable of creating suffering. And let's invite that into our own hearts, our own minds, our own bodies, our own souls. Let's invite that purifying grace in, because honestly, we've lived for the last however many years. You know, I know, we know. With so much polarity, so much aggravation and negativity in our nations, in our communities, maybe in our families, perhaps, among friends, and in our own minds, in our own hearts, in our own emotions. And if we think that our thoughts and our emotions don't have energy, don't have force, we're wrong. They do, and they matter. So let's also, as we share energy outward, let's also create peace and invite peace and invoke peace ever more deeply within our own hearts, within our own minds. Because peace starts here. Peace starts within me. It starts within my own heart. And it starts with radical forgiveness. Radical forgiveness. Not forgiveness necessarily because somebody deserves, or you think, okay, that incident, that situation doesn't matter so much. I can let it go. No, maybe somebody's hurt you very much. However, what is your goal? Because if your goal is peace, there has to be forgiveness anyway. Unconditional. And when we can create peace in our own hearts, in our own lives, in our own thoughts, our emotions, our world is going to follow suit. So let's join together. First of all, to send out this healing intention to the whole world, and then also to gather that healing intention into our own hearts. And let's come together as individuals. You know, we're looking to the leadership of nations to resolve issues at a global level. But we play a part in that. And we can play a part in that. And it doesn't matter if our part feels really small, it's actually not. Our thoughts are part of the manifesting force of creation. Our hearts, the most potent catalyst for grace. So let's use them. And thank you for joining briefly to share this space and time together. And if this was meaningful, and if you could feel the connection, or even if you couldn't feel it this time, but you feel called to come back and join again, let's invite this to be a universally open space, a universally open circle, and come back again, and keep adding our energy into this heart space for the whole world. So much love to you. Namaste. Aloha. Warmest blessings.